It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, have to deal with.
Hello, faithful. Thank you again for tuning in today on this fine Monday, May 4th of 2020. This is the 5th episode of us in quarantine. I hope everybody's being safe. This is ISD. You're here with Devonn.
And Pierce.
Vontrell.
How are you gentlemen feeling today?
Why'd you say hello, faithful?
That's a very valid question.
Faithful
Who you talking to?
Our listeners.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all not faithful?
That just sounds like...
Nigga, you know I'm a dog.
Faithful, like that's...
What'd you say, Pierce?
I said you're calling him faithful, like that's a name.
No, I just meant hello, faithful. Like faithful. Maybe I say faithful listeners next time. But
maybe. You know.
Don't say it at all next time.
Oh, well, damn. What should I say?
Hello.
Keep it simple is what he's telling you.
Oh, that's dry. We got to make it unique.
It's unique because we on air, period.
Anyway.
What's up, y'all?
Shit.
Not much, man. I feel a little, sure y'all can hear it over the mic, but I feel a little sick.
That's not good.
Ooh, wait. Before we carry on with the show, I've been saving this joke specifically for the show. So y'all ready for this?
Go ahead, bro.
What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
What?
21.
I don't get it.
Oh, Pierce, you got it, though. I'm sure the listeners going to get it.
I don't get it.
Oh. Bro, what does a bitch say when she gets to your ball sack? Damn.
Who?
That's all. I just wanted to get that out because I had said the joke at work, and then fucking one of the dudes from medical, he was telling people the joke. I'm like, just don't tell Devonn because I'm finna say the joke on Monday, so don't tell Devonn.
Hell yeah, because I heard that. I repeat that shit,
man, because that shit funny.
That's funny.
Anyway,
you get that on Instagram?
No, I got it off of TikTok.
How was TikTok going for you?
Y'all see I haven't did anything since that first day. You know, I'm an ugly bitch right now. I ain't got no haircut. My eyebrows not done. You know, I just had to cut off my mustache the other day because it was all over my... I didn't cut it off, but I like trimmed it up a little bit because it was on my lip. Like, yeah, I can't deal with this life anymore. Like, I was meant to be pretty and this ain't it.
I feel you. I've been eating my mustache like all week.
Bro, you should chop off the hairs. Like, I didn't like cut my mustache off or anything, but I did like just like cut off those extra hairs because that's annoying. And then, you know, I'm always moving my fucking lip and it feel like something is tickling my lip. Like,
exactly. Mine's so long, bro. It's like it's inside my mouth. Like,
that's disgusting. That means you have a whole top lip is hair.
That's gross, bro.
Exactly. And that can't be sanitary.
You chewing on your mustache hairs?
I guess sometimes, bro. We gross.
Ew.
Yeah, that's gross, man.
Don't no bitch want no nigga with fucking mustache in his mouth.
Don't nobody want me right now. I don't even want me right now, so it's all good. I'm gonna cut it though, because this shit kind of annoying. And they're all different colors too. I think you told me if your facial hair is like red or gold or whatever,
it's about to turn gray.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
With your old ass. You know you a menopause baby, so.
I know, right? Oh, man, let's get into it. What do we feel about aliens?
Aliens? Like
yes.
Area 51?
Area 51. I'm sure as you guys saw, the U.S. government released a footage of them years ago discovering aliens.
My whole thing is why you know everything. Yeah, period. I don't know. I just don't get why they did it because you know everybody is in fear right now. So I didn't see the point of them releasing this. I feel like anybody who is smart enough to know beyond the media and what they show us, like it's always more to it. So I ain't feel no ways about it. I already knew about the aliens. I already knew about everything else that was going on. So it didn't do anything to me, but it just made me feel like they put it out because they're trying to control shit, and fear is really the main way you can control shit. So,
Pierce.
Well, I don't know. I believe in aliens. You know what I'm saying? There's been plenty of videos of UFOs throughout the years, though, so this isn't like groundbreaking or anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if people are scared by it. You know, I think at this point, most people are kind of like, yeah, they're obviously there. Like they're not really giving us new information on that. They're just giving us more videos. So I don't know. There's really nothing really there to be like, oh my God, like I can't believe, So
and plus, people on my timeline was losing their fucking minds, and I'm like, y'all can't be serious. Like, what?
But I mean, I'm sure some people were. But I mean, like, do you guys really think that we're the only people or living beings, in the universe? Like, no, that's stupid. It's so stupid, and I don't know, bro. But I don't even think Area 51 is really keep the aliens and stuff like that. Like, it's so well known at this point. It's probably just used as a distraction for the real.
I feel like it's somewhere in Russia because, they do a lot in Russia. And I know Russia was testing extraterrestrial shit. So I feel like it's based in Russia, like that type of shit.
Whatever. I'm sure countries have various, I'm sure Russia has one. I'm sure America has one. I wouldn't be surprised if China has a place where they do shit like that, or just, but I don't know, bro. I'm big on aliens. So like, there's a documentary on Netflix called The Unacknowledged, which is all about aliens.
That's in my recommended for me. I was like, really? What the fuck did I watch? You know what, Netflix, whenever you watch and they like put a group of shit together that's recommended for you, but that was one of the recommended things that I was watching because I had watched the Tiger King documentary, I had watched Travis Scott documentary, I had watched Beyonce's documentary. Like, I was just watching a boatload of documentaries, and so they put that in my thing, and I was like, okay, so
that's weird as shit because that has nothing to do with any of it.
Nothing.
I was gonna crack a joke and be like, yeah, they did that Tiger King shit on purpose. Tiger King aliens. I'm trying to be funny, but nah, that makes absolutely no sense. I think they put that there. No
sense at all. No, but that's a great documentary though. Like, it really opens your eyes to a lot of firsthand accounts from people that ever actually experienced, not just a bunch of like random ass people, but like people like in the government, like that were put on jobs involving UFOs. This and that. It was pretty interesting looking at that and just seeing how much has really happened that the majority of people don't even really know about. And I'm no expert on it, but it's super interesting and a lot it's crazy. But I know for a fact there are aliens out there, UFOs have visited, all that. Even on the documentary, they were saying that a lot of the UFOs that we've seen, like now, they may even be man-made, and we actually have the technology to do shit like that. So it's pretty crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if we do,
I mean, if you think about it, everybody in like the 1900s was expecting us to have flying cars and shit. So, in the year 2020. Sure. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I honestly, when I was younger, I thought we was going to be living like the Jetsons myself. But, I was sadly mistaken.
I think that, Pierce, you put me on a documentary. I remember we were getting tacos a while back. They put me on a documentary about Valiant Thor. And that was really dope and really interesting. But then the part that really is crazy to me, because like I do believe aliens are real. This came at no shock to me. I was surprised they released the footage, especially the timing is weird. But one thing that caught me off guard was the responses of people. It's either some people were like really freaking out and it's just like you really didn't notice already. And then some people like us just didn't really care because we already knew. But the thing that I thought about the other week, I was talking with someone about this, is that, these movie creators, these directors and writers who made all these script stuff about aliens and shit, where do you think they got that from?
Because they had to get it from somewhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I get it. Everybody has a big imagination and shit like that, but you got this from somewhere. And 100%. Then on top of that, anything that they put in our face is what we're meant to see. So...
Exactly. Like the idea of aliens, like where they get the idea of aliens, or
exactly, it had to come from somewhere.
It had to, like, y'all had to find a fucking alien in order to have all these type of stories and shit. So, because everything originates from something.
like
regardless.
Hollywood stories or
movies, movies,
TV in general. Like they all get that shit from somewhere. I believe, like some of them, like Scandal, for instance. I believe 80% of the shit that was going on in Scandal is really what's happening in fucking Washington D.C. Because that bitch was always doing something. She was always cleaning up a mess. She was always working for the CIA. Like, I believe that certain shit happened. As a matter of fact, my work wife, her sister works for the CIA, and she cannot ask her anything about her job over the phone because we're being, like she said, we're being heard or whatever. So it's just like, it's more to it than what they tell us and what they show us. But I mean, it's all there if you do the research. It's public information.
Yeah,
so it just depends on what you want to know.
Sorry, I mean to cut you off. When my brother was in the military, I would ask him questions, and there's certain things he just couldn't answer over the phone and couldn't tell me either. And he worked with like bombs and ordnance and shit like that. So I know that treatment completely. It's kind of weird. Like, I wasn't asking no super secret intelligent stuff. I was only like a teenager at the time, but still.
No, I have a friend in the military right now, and I asked him one thing because it was the only thing that I cared to know about. I was like, y'all finna get ready to kick in martial law? He was like, yes, we are. Because anybody who goes new into the military, that's what they learn, martial law. So I was like, oh, okay, shit finna get real crazy in here within the next year or two. Yeah. So,
how do you guys feel about our extension into May? Or sorry, into June, damn near. Because they said the end of May. But if you look at all these gatherings and these people at the beaches and shit and stuff like that, like
nobody pissed me off more than Atlanta. Atlanta pissed me clean the fuck off. Only for the simple fact is I sent this to you and Pierce yesterday. Yeah. Motherfuckers was wrapped around the mall to buy Jordans. Fucking Jordan, like that pissed me clean the fuck off because I'm like, out of all the things to do when you're on quarantine, like why was that the first thing that we went and ran in to do? And then it pissed me off even more because it was not one white person in that line. They were all black people. And I'm like, we get so upset as a society when people stereotype us, but we play into the stereotypes. Like, ooh, I know I'm getting older because that shit bothered me so much yesterday. Like I could not stop watching it. Like I couldn't stop watching it. Like I really couldn't watch it. And then I felt I was irritating you, Pierce, because I'm like, I'm going the fuck off. Like I don't want to be ranting on his phone and shit. So I was like, let me just cool it. I'll save it for the show. But motherfuckers was in line to buy the same fucking shoe that ain't even no different from the other shoes. Like, it got a splash of red in it. I was bothered by that. And then I even had to chew out my best friend today because this bitch, she went and got her nails and feet done. I said, bitch.
No, she didn't.
Yes, the fuck she did. Mind you, my nephew has asthma. So I was like,
oh, she's wilding.
I mean, he's with his dad right now for the week, but still. But I was like, bitch, you really wished your life for a set? And she was like, I just needed the time to myself. I said, no, because since Friday and today is Monday, it's been 2,000 new cases in Atlanta. Stay the fuck at home. Like, I'm not understanding what is so hard about that. We spend a lot of money on our apartments, our houses and shit. Y'all should be willingly wanting to stay at home because you spend money on this shit. Whew, I've been hot for like the last 1 or 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts, bro. And you know, it's crazy. The people actually, what bothers me the most is the people who are actually protesting the fact that they want to give us all stay-at-home orders. I don't understand that.
Don't worry about it. Because them people who protesting, y'all bet not go to the hospital talking about you got COVID. Bitch, you better die quietly in your house.
All right, y'all. He don't mean
a lot of them wearing masks. Right?
Exactly. Y'all at beaches and shit. And you know, another thing, you know, my friend bought me a ticket to go to Miami in the beginning of June. But I'm like, I don't really care to do that. So I'm trying to change the ticket just for me to be in Texas because it's a possibility that I might be going to Texas. So I got a few apartments lined up out there and I'm going to go see them when I do it because I'm not going to Miami like at all. So I was like, no, it's too much crazy shit going on in Miami. And nigga, his birthday is at the beginning of June, so he wanted to celebrate his birthday. Nigga, I'm finna celebrate that shit in Texas because ain't no way I'm finna go to Miami and because I don't feel we're finna be able to do anything. You can't go to a club. You can't sit in a restaurant. So what is it that we about to be doing? We finna be in the fucking Airbnb ordering food? Like, no, nigga, I can do that at home. Period.
For cheap.
Exactly. And then it's other shit that I have going on. So that's what I'm finna focus on. So, and then another thing too, since I'm talking about it and I'm ranting, I'm just finna get it all out there. This motherfucker want me to move in with a bitch I don't know. And I'm not, let me not call her a bitch because I don't know her. But she want me to move in with a chick I don't know. And that's not flying with me. And all of my friends across the border, I have been consistent in saying that there's no need for me personally to move into a house. Like I can own a few houses for property reasons because, you know, we're supposed to invest in real estate. That's a smart business move. But as far as me living in a house, no, I'm a penthouse type of bitch. So that's what the fuck I'm gonna be in. And that's just that. And he wants, oh, I don't want to stay in no apartment. Bitch, you ain't got no choice because if you can't afford a house on your own, what makes you think you gonna be able to do it with roommates? Like that makes no sense to me. And then on top of that, so much goes into a house: water, gas, sewer, property. Like motherfuckers get fined for not even cutting their fucking lawns. You think I don't do yard work? I was never that type of kid to do yard work. So you think I'm finna do it now? No. Hell no. We finna call up all the essays, all the little white boys who want to make some extra money. Y'all finna do that shit because I'm not doing it. Oh, well, that's gonna be an issue. Bitch, I know. I'm telling you what's finna be an issue because I'm not doing that. So I just said, fuck it. Like, this is my first place on my own. So I'm like, clearly I can do it. So I'm gonna continue to do it. So I was like, if I go to Texas and I'm not gonna need him as a roommate. Like, you can come over, you can visit, we could chop it up, smoke a blunt, drink a bottle, you know, maybe sing a song or two. But that's it. I don't want to live with him and his friend. Y'all can go and get that house because they've been looking at houses and he been calling me for like the past week. But since he made me look goofy a week or two ago, I kind of put him in time out and I just haven't been talking to him. But I do need to talk to him just to let him know what's going on. But that's neither here nor there. He'd listen to the show, so he'll hear it regardless. Go ahead.
Since, you know, trying to have a nice, concise conversation to smooth through it, but you just said, fuck it. Let me get the ball.
I had to because it's been something on my mind, and me moving has been a thing for like since I found out that I wasn't going to sign my lease. And I'm just going to tell the people, these motherfuckers, let me tell y'all how they trying to do y'all boy, y'all. They want me. Mind you, I stay in the studio. It's a nice studio apartment. You know, I have a lot of open space, and what sold me on it is I have a runway from my door to the patio. That's really what sold me on it because y'all know I'm supermodel of the world. So they want me to pay $825 for this fucking studio. For what? For one, the lock on my door is falling off. The light in my bathroom, the switch don't work, so the light is always on. I have to untwist the bulb for the light to go off. Yeah. And then on top of that, on my air conditioner thing, it's like this little flap that goes up and down so you can turn it on and off. It broke. And I don't know how it broke because I don't touch it. So that's just beyond me. But y'all want to charge somebody $820. And then let's not even mind the fact this place is not insulated. So whenever it's butt fuck cold outside, it's butt fuck cold in my house. When it's butt fuck hot outside, it's butt fuck hot in my house. And I'm not a person to like always turn on my air on my heat because, you know, I pay for that shit. So I be like, you know what, we just gonna thug it out. I got a plush blanket, you know, I got sweaters, I got long johns, I got mesh suits, even though a mesh suit really not keeping me warm, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. So now this is your first apartment by yourself. How do you feel that your lease is almost up since it's been a year? This is actually a good topic to talk about for the 20-somethings who are looking to move out.
I mean, now that my lease is up, I want more. I want better. So I knew when I left here, I was going to leave with like a whole living room set, a kitchen, bathroom, and woo out the bam. The only thing that I need to buy now, for real, is just a bed set. So, and that's just neither here nor there. But that's like the only thing that I need to buy when I move into my next place. Because I've been looking at places and I did find a few 1-bedrooms up here just in case Texas does not work. Because, you know, I do want to go to Texas, but at the same time, you know, I don't want to leave and then have to come back because that's what happened last time. So I'm doing everything right. You know, I did my job transfer. I've been looking for a place out there. I've been in contact with people out there as well. So it's different this time. And then on top of that, I don't know if I told you this, Pierce, but I bought my car. I bought my dad's car. So we got keys now. Right. So
when did you buy it?
Well, My dad has not found a car yet, so he told me to wait. But I'm giving him the money for the car this week. So I'm technically buying the car this week.
Hey,
so
congrats, bro.
I'm giving him the money for it because I don't want to spend it. You know, ASOS be playing. It's like they know I got money in my account. Real shit. It's like they know they got money in my account, so they be sending me all types of things. Hey, your account's been stimulated. Come get stimulated with a look. And I'll be like, ASOS, quit playing with me. Like, you know I will come and cash out quick. Stop. We not there yet. Wait until like August, because I'm cashing the fuck out in August. So that's just what we're going to do. And then on top of that, I've been saving my money too. So for like any 20-year-old that's listening to us, let me tell you right now, if you are not saving your money, it's going to be impossible for you to get ahead. And I didn't realize that until I was like late in the game. So if you're like 16 to like 21, save every dollar you can, because you never know like what is going to happen. You never know. Like you might get into it with your parents or something like that, and they might tell you to get the fuck out. And instead of you having to go to a friend's house, you can go to a hotel for a day or two, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to go back home. So you can go to a hotel for a day or two, especially if you got your own car, you got your own money, like you do what you do. And I know a lot of young people, we feel like, you know, we doing this, we doing that, we ain't got no responsibilities, let's just blow that shit. Nah. Put that shit up, save that shit. Rather you take it out of the bank and save it, put it in the bank and say, whatever the fuck you do, just save your shit, because you never know what life is gonna throw at you. Period.
Yep. Because the past since January up until like last month, I completely blew a lot of my money, and my credit score took a fat ass hit, and I'm just now repaying for that shit, and it set me back by a lot. So believe him when he says that, man. Like, now I'm actually trying to make my money up and get my finances right. I feel so stupid because a lot of purchases I made are shit that I didn't even have to buy. I was that guy trying to look out for other people and be like, oh, I got it. Don't even trip. Don't even worry about it. And it's not that people were like, at least the way I viewed it, people take advantage of me because I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb by any means. I made conscious.
But in some way, shape, or form, you feel somebody did take advantage of you.
Not really. I made a conscious choice to spend all this money.
You did, but I see what you're saying. Continue.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I hear where you come from, but I looked at the whole situation. I'm like, it's my shit. It's my choice to swipe. So it was on me, bro.
Because you was definitely swipe happy.
I definitely was. I was definitely swipe happy. And I want to give credit. Everyone was telling me, you know, don't do it. Don't spend money. You ain't got to do that. But what the fuck was I doing? Doing it. So because of that, now my shit hurt and my credit just went back up. And now that my credit goes back up, the cycle of money is crazy because now I got to put out another 3 G's. And I just spent some more money today on another computer repair. And a few weeks ago, I spent money on some other computer repairs. And then I might have to send this computer out. So it's important that you save your money, because now that I'm trying to repair my credit, now money is going out. And it's a vicious fucking cycle. It's a very shitty cycle. And now my car's making noises. So now it's a whole shit. So yes, please do save your money up. I think the year of 18, was it 2018 or 2019? 2018. I didn't save shit. I think that entire year I maybe put $400 in my savings account.
I'm not even finna jack and make it seem like I've been saving this entire time. I probably started saving my money back in February, and then I had filed my taxes in March, and then I had got how it happened was I had got my taxes back, I got paid, and then my stimulus hit, and I have not spent any money from my stimulus or my taxes. Everything that I've been spending has been purely from my check. Mm-hmm. And since, you know, I'm not wanting or needing for anything right now, I ain't been spending none of that money, because as y'all know, rent was due on the 1st. It's been paid. So, and then on top of that, it feels good to say, like, I just paid my rent and I got a few bands in my fucking thing. So my rent did not break me for once. And that feels extremely good. And then another thing too, you know, me and my family have been reconnecting over the last few days due to everything
I'm happy
that's
for
been going on. I know, I'm happy for me too. And, my dad actually is gonna pay for my security deposit. And what's crazy is when he told me that, I was like, it's a possibility that I might have a roommate. He was like, it don't matter, I'll still pay for it. And I was like, period. So I was like, I know whenever let me quit playing, because I got to be going in like less than 60 days. So when I do move, my security deposit is taken care of, and I feel nothing but blessed and very fortunate to have that, because my dad, he was like, you know, what made him want to help me, and this is another thing for you 20-year-olds who are banking on y'all parents. what made my dad want to help me with no questions asked, I don't ask him for anything. I don't ask my parents for I don't ask anyone for anything, period. But my parents especially, I don't ask them for anything. I always felt like, you know, for me to prove myself to them as a man, because it was a little different for me being gay and all, because, you know, that was me being a man was always in question with my parents, especially my dad, because I like the comfort of another man. So that was always in question for them. But I felt personally that I needed to do everything on my own to show them that regardless of whatever the fuck I am, whatever the fuck I'm going through, I'm a man first, and I'm handling my shit. Period. So, and you know, he saw that. So when to be honest with y'all, I was never trying to buy my dad's car. I had just called home one day and I was just, you know, chopping it up with my parents. And my dad had asked my mom, he was like, did you call that nigga or did that nigga call you? And she was like, right. She was like, he called me. Every time I've spoken to my parents, I've called them. And he was like, oh, okay. And then one thing led from another. And he was just like, you know what? I'm going to help you because I know you're not going to ask. And I see you out here trying and you actually, you know, trying to stand on your own. So that speaks volumes more than y'all always looking for a bailout. I do feel a lot of people our age, especially the really privileged kids who stay at home and, you know, living a life with that we bank on our parents. And not saying that that's a wrong thing because that's what our parents is there for. But at the same time, at some point, you're going to have to be able to stand on your own. You have to show them that you can stand on your own. And since I moved out of my parents' house, honestly, I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18, but I didn't get my first actual apartment when I was like 22. And when my parents saw that, they was like, okay, this nigga is actually out here trying to do something. And then when I had to move back for a brief moment in time, I ended up moving to Texas. And then when I came back from Texas, I was at their house for like 4 months and I ended up getting this place that I'm in now. So they see me out here hustling. They see me trying to do it. And every time that I do something, I never ask from help. Like, I just don't ask for help because I just feel like I need to do it on my own. So them seeing that, they was just like, you know, we just finna help you. And that's just what it is. That's how it's been in the whole dynamic. And what's crazy is I went to my parents' house on Saturday. You know, I kicked it with my nieces and nephews. I kicked it with my sister for a little bit. You know, my aunt and my uncle was there. Like, it was a really good time. And then I know like last week somebody had told me something and it kind of like shook me a little bit. And I was like, I need to speak to my mom because I need to see my mom, not speak to her, see her. And I was like, I'm finna break the fuck down. And I'm not a person to be in my feelings or anything like that. So I was like, you know, I'm finna break down. Like, I'm finna have a whole nigga fit. Like, I need to go see my mom. Yeah. I need to go see my mom. Fit, so I had asked, you know, one of my friends, I'm like, bitch, let me use your car on lunch. I'm finna go home. And then, you know, I actually went home to my mom in them house because I just needed to see her. Cause I was finna lose my shit. I was finna jump off the patio. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah. And as soon as I saw her, it all went away. So yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad, bro. I'm glad that I know it's something we've talked about off air. That your family was kind of a sensitive topic for you, bro. But I'm glad that you're actually connected with them and making bonds. Like, that's a big step for you. And as much as, you know, you do like to deal with things on your own, I've always told you, and it's always good to rely on other people sometimes too. And I know you don't like to use it as a crutch. You're an independent person, but I'm glad that you understand the balance of both. I feel like now that because you become so independent, now when people try to help you, you don't feel like they're holding your hand. You feel like they're just pointing you in the right direction.
I mean, I never felt like that anyway. For me, it was more so on the lines of if I can't do it, it just won't get done. Like, because I don't want to be in debt to nobody. I don't want nobody to see me struggle. I don't want nobody to see me crack. So, like, I feel like the only people who should see that side of you is your parents or, you know, like whoever you feel is your closer best friend. So it's different. Or maybe even a few siblings, depending on how close y'all are. Whoever you are close to, those should be the only people who should see you crack. And for me personally, like, even with all my friends, like, my whole world can be crashing, but nobody would know anything until I actually said something. Why? Because I have a good poker face. Like, I laugh, I play, and you know, one thing for the most part, I have a good poker face. But when I want you, if I be like, if it's really something that's bothering me, y'all gonna feel how I feel because I'm the type of person where you feel me in the room. You feel me when you're talking to me. You even feel me when you think about me. So that's just how I am. So if I'm feeling some type of way, people feel how I feel. And that's just that. That's really what be giving me away because motherfuckers be trying to be in tune with my spirit, but my spirit is exclusive. But that's another podcast for another day. So point of the matter is, y'all, it's okay to accept help. And then on top of that, it's even more important to stand on your own. More people would be willingly to help you if they see you trying to help yourself, period.
That's real. Pierce, you got any thoughts?
No, man, that was a lot.
That was profound.
I know. I'm out here really speaking on the podcast today.
You normally always speak. Like, we always have good balance when we talk.
I know. But today I feel like I got like a mission. Not even a mission, you know. I was already kind of hot and I couldn't wait because I wanted to talk about them niggas in Atlanta and how stupid y'all is. And then it was something else I wanted to talk about, but I forgot it in the moment. Oh, by the way, my nigga Darius is here. He is listening to the podcast live. So,
are y'all 6 feet apart? I'm just fucking playing. I'm just fucking playing. What's up, bro?
Cut it out.
Good.
Cut it out.
What's up, bro? Nah, a lot of that makes sense, and it's good for you to get that off your chest, because I could definitely feel like that was something really weighing on you, because you're not a very let the chopper fly kind of person. I feel like sometimes you like to internalize it, but to hear that you're actually getting it out.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But with me, it's not that I'm not the let the chop the fuck. It's not like I'm not the type of person. I am that type of person, but I feel like it really has to shake me in order for me to speak on it. And then also, I'm the type of person where I deal with my own shit. I've always been my own best friend. And that's another thing. If you cannot love yourself and be with yourself, you're not going to be able to love anybody else or deal with anybody else, period. I'm able to sit by myself. I'm able to talk to myself. I'm able to laugh at myself. I'm able to do any and everything with myself because I'm comfortable with myself. So when I come home, it's just me here. I live alone. Everything is, my guard is down. Everything is down. So for me, I like to listen to music, for example. So if I'm feeling some type of way, I'll go and like play some songs to make me feel better, or I'll sing my heart out. These walls at my apartment is super thin, so I'm sure my fucking neighbors heard me going through it. They know what the fuck is going on, because I be in this bitch going the fuck through it. Rather it's Escape, Who Can I Run To, Beyonce, Drunk in Love, you know, Rihanna, Same Old Mistakes, because I've been playing that a lot lately. You know, even this new Drake that came out. How y'all feel about that Drake?
Decent. It's pretty good.
It's definitely a couple songs I've been fucking with on there, to be honest with you.
You said it's not much you're not fucking with?
A couple songs I am fucking with on there.
Yeah, for me, the main two is Landed and D4L, because I've always liked that beat on D4L, because D4L is actually 2 Chainz and Drizzy, Second to None, and that song came out like maybe 2 years ago, and that was my shit. Like I rock with 2 Chainz hard, so that was my shit. And when I heard that it was a beat, and I'm like, oh shit, you stole that beat? All right. I'm gonna go listen to it. And then lately, like, I've always fucked with Young Thug, but I was like, okay, I went and listened to his album like maybe a few months ago, and I was like, oh, okay, he's still that nigga. So when he was on the thing, I was listening to that as well. I was like, I fucks with it. I do fucks with it. Drake has always been a vibe, and it always seemed like whenever he released something like that, I'm always on the vibe too. Like the vibe just be in tune with my vibe, if that makes sense.
I feel that completely. My favorite tracks are When to Say When and Losses. I do
not like When to Say When. Like, it's a decent song, don't get me wrong. And my favorite bar is when he called a girl a flute, because I do feel like my friend's baby daddy, he's a flute. Better yet, all my friends who have baby daddies, all their baby daddies is flutes. So that's just that. Because I felt that when he said that. I understood that when he said that, because I witnessed people go through that. So yeah, but other than that though, I really did not care for the song.
I like the song. The beat is crazy, and like I said, I like it when I like it rap in general. I'm on record saying that I love it when they just talking that talk, whether it's something personal or just a deeper topic. Like, he was really talking shit and going in on those 2 tracks. And then there's D4L, of course. That beat is crazy. And I'm not much of a Future fan, but I'm much a Future fan, but he did.
I don't know why. And you know what's crazy? Future has been releasing his mixtapes on platforms, and I have been getting my life. Fucking
life?
Purple, yes.
What does that mean?
I know. Like, I've been fucking with that shit hard because Purple Rain is probably my favorite fucking mixtape of his. Even though everybody's favorite mixtape is usually Beast Mode 1 or 2 or what is it, 26 Nights or 27 Nights or some shit like that. Whatever. One of the other. Yeah, there you go. You know it. This is why y'all here. So, but Purple Rain was my favorite. I fucked with almost every track on there. My favorite track on that motherfucker was Run Up, cause Ku Klux Klan in the streets with me, nigga. Like, that's my shit. So,
what'd you say, Pierce?
So that's super lit song, Run Up.
Yes. Pierce, no. Devonn don't listen to Future, so he don't fucking know.
I don't
know. Oh my God, you sleep. I know I am the gayest nigga ever, but trust and believe he get real trap real quick.
First of all,
sometimes
you're not the gayest nigga ever.
sometimes, because I be flipping bundles I don't have.
Yeah.
My walk is sick. And I be feeling it. I be in it. I be in the fucking fantasy.
You on it today, man. What's got into you? It's because you got company, huh? You want to act out because Darius.
No, it's not because I have company. I was gonna be in it regardless. I was gonna be in it regardless because I was already feeling some type of way like over the past 2 days. Pierce, because I feel like over the past few weeks, I don't know why, but we've been talking a little more.
Yeah, you've been hitting my line a lot more.
Yeah. I be like, fuck it, shit. I feel like it's better chemistry on the podcast too. So
I've been waiting for that to happen. I wasn't gonna say, hey, you should text Pierce. I was just gonna wait for it to happen. Because it was gonna happen, it was gonna happen.
Right. I mean, I talk to the nigga every Monday anyway.
Exactly. so it was bound to happen, but God damn.
Both y'all sick as hell.
No, I'm not sick. I'm smoking. Period. This is a different type of cough. Don't play with me.
But no, hey, for real, hey, thank you for sharing your experience, bro. Somebody's gonna listen to this and really learn from everything that you're saying. Here, you want y'all hear some great shit though. Speaking of listeners, bro, we are up to 120 something subscribers. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed to us, nigga. Thank you. That shit is greatly appreciated. And it was. I want to say thank you to y'all too. You know what I'm saying? And thank you to Eric. I know you're going to listen to this. Shout out to Eric. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate you, bro, for editing and putting up our stuff.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? The Milwaukee Connect. We're up to 122 subscribers. And I know some that may be like, oh, that's only 122 subscribers. Motherfucker, I earned.
Fuck you.
Right. I earned
motherfuckers is listening. Motherfuckers is entertained. The motherfuckers is tuning in.
We earned every single one of those. And a lot of those I've told people about. But then here's the crazy part. 2 people subscribed. And I got 2 additional subscribers like overnight, bro. And I didn't even tell them. So I'm like, damn, someone's really checking us out and listening to it, man. Like, to actually know that what you're putting out is actually having an effect on people, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That one of those random 2 that you probably got, I was on some bald head hoe shit.
Bald head hoe shit.
Period. And since I be out here talking to niggas and niggas be trying to act like they getting to know me, the one thing I plug is the podcast. That's
straight up. Oh, get on the
promotion. Period. I be like, let me see your YouTube. Let's look at that.
Because they be trying to kill you on the apps, boy.
They don't be trying to kill me. I'll be, let me tell y'all.
Told you.
Oh my God. One nigga did try me last night, y'all. He was a whole crackhead. Crackety crackhead. Okay. And when I say crack cocaine horn, okay? All that shit. Like all that shit. This nigga hit me up. He was, mind you, we've been talking for a minute, but we only been talking on the app. He was like, I'm trying to come kick it with you. I said, okay. What you want? He was like, I'm trying to party and kick it. I was like, party and kick it as in what? Like a bottle and a blunt? Or, what? But even then, that's still too much because I only smoke blunts with like my niggas because I know we all are self-quarantining. Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's all. But I wasn't going to smoke a blunt with him anyway. I just want that to be a disclosure. But he was like, LOL, something different. And I was like, And then he was like, I could tell you ain't even into it. I said, it depends on what it is. I think I got an idea, but you're going to have to, say it so I know because I don't assume. He was like, well, I'm trying to party and fuck. And I was like, well, I don't fuck. I'm not in the mode to fuck. I feel like I'm in a space now where I need substance. So anybody who's talking to me and dealing with me, I'm not trying to fuck on nobody. I want conversation. I want a vibe. Like I want all that shit. So he was like, I'm trying to fuck. I'm like, nah. that ain't gonna happen. He was like, all right, well, let's just party and kick it. I said, what is partying? You keep saying partying. What is that? I don't know what that is, because my type of partying might be different from your type of partying. This nigga say, he texts me back sniffing, LOL.
Whoa. Whoa.
I said, whoa. I said, whoa. He was like, so you don't do it, I'm gonna do it where I'm at. And I was like, okay. Right. I was like, okay. Then he texts me again. He was like, so can you come get me? I said, you don't drive? He was like, no. I was like, oh, well, maybe you should get a ride then. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna try. So then he texts me back again and he was like, okay, so the ride $50. I said, $50? For what? Like, it's just a ride. And on the profile, it say he only like 2 miles away. 2 miles is not $50 no matter what Lyft, ride, Uber you take. It's not.
He's full of
$50.
shit.
Full of shit. So he goes, oh, well, my dealer said he'll bring me if I buy some and I pay for the ride. I said, so what is it, 25 and 25? He was like, nah, it's 40 and 10. I said 40 and 10 for what?
What?
40 for the crack cocaine horn, and then 10 for the ride. I said, oh.
What?
Yeah.
It's way too much going on. Snips.
Block.
Cut it off.
Cut it clean the fuck off.
What the
I don't
fuck,
do that
bro?
shit.
That's weird. Bro, that's
I don't
weird.
do that shit. And it's like, I had a moment, like, it really felt like a moment last night where, like, God, or like, he was just saying, you're better than this. And I was like, you right. Like, no. He got block city. And I don't believe in blocking people, but I don't fuck with crackheads. I don't. And if you a crackhead, that means you probably gonna come over here and steal something I bought from ASOS. Shit, you might even try to take my couch from Target.
They might just try to take your money, beat your ass or something, steal your TV
First
or something.
of all, I don't have cash, so you can't do that anyway. And then even if you do steal my card is turned off. I turn my card on when I have to make purchases. Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's all. Otherwise, that motherfucker is turned off because I wish a motherfucker would. What?
Pierce, what's your reaction if someone like a crackhead tries to come on you and you? Okay, so let's do a scenario, right?
Say if you know it's a crackhead though, like right. I never knew he was a crackhead. I've been talking to this nigga for like a minute, and I never knew he was a crackhead. Like maybe like 2 or 3 months, and it hasn't been nothing like consistent or anything like that. It's just he'll hit me up when I'm online, and then we'll have conversation, and that's just that. Mm-hmm. But that was all that it was. So,
say you're dating someone for like 3 years, right? And you're dating, and all of a sudden you walk in one day on them and they just like snorting coke, and then you find like a huge ass wad of money on the dresser. All signs give you that this person is involved heavily with drugs, whether it's like an addiction. How would you guys feel? You guys have spent 3 years with this person. I would hope that you're in love with him after 3 years because I hope you're not wasting your time. Do you guys continue this relationship or do you break it off?
I probably, depending on how I felt about them, probably try to get them some help, because I'm not just gonna, if I'm with someone for 3 years, I'd imagine, I probably do love this person or I'm close to it, so I'm not just gonna be like, oh, okay, bye. You know what I'm saying? And I guess it depends on how bad the habit is. Some people, I don't know, like cocaine's not like great. I don't do cocaine whatsoever, but like, it's not like end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like niggas smoking weed. Like, you could smoke way too much weed, you feel me, and have an issue with it. But if you just do it every now and then, it's like, okay. But in your scenario, if they got wads of cash and this and hella coke on the table, then it'd probably be an issue. We'd have to sit down and have that discussion,
Be like, damn, bitch, you push a T? What the fuck is really going on?
I mean, I don't know.
Not push a T.
I don't even know. I don't even know what the.
What would y'all do if y'all found out y'all females were hardcore drug dealers on the low, like some Queen of the South type shit?
I'm not even gonna jack to y'all.
That shit kind of attractive.
Yeah, but the reason why it is attractive is because you're handling.
That's a boss ass bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
That bitch is about it.
I don't like what you're doing, and I'm probably not gonna date.
And you got kids with her and everything.
Oh shit! I can't break up with her. She's gonna kill me. Or I'll have protection for the rest of my life.
What about you, Pierce?
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. That would be.
It would be a turn on because it'd be like, damn, like
it just depends on what they dealing for you, Pierce, or is it?
Yes, yeah. I guess it does, man. If you just I don't know, man. That'd be cool. I feel like that'd be kind of cool because it's like, oh shit, all right, I see you really doing something. But at the same time, it's like,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
You know,
that shit wild.
That shit wild.
You know, we are so fucking random. I know people be listening to this shit and be like, "What the fuck?"
They do, and I know I brought up weeks ago how I want to get the structure, but I was letting you do your thing today because it's not too far off, but it's all good.
I know, and I don't have many of these moments, so you might as well take advantage.
I'm not right, so I'm not tripping. Take advantage. Shut up. I'm not even really tripping.
You know you using me.
I'm fucking using you. That's what you thought. That's what you thought when I first got on. Oh my god. Oh, now you want to talk about it? This nigga here.
We can talk about it. I ain't even finna jack to you, Pierce. I'm like, nigga, you using me.
He tried to lightweight. Yo, Pierce. First time I put him on radio, this nigga tried to lightweight cancel me, bro.
Cancel because you were using me.
Nobody fucking used you. Okay,
let me tell you for.
Okay,
he was using me for me. Because I'm a dope individual, and he felt that this needed to be on a platform. So,
well, you, yeah, but I'm gonna talk about time. Or you try to lightweight cancel me all the time, but it's cool.
That's here nor there. You really canceled now. I hope you know that.
Why am I canceled?
Big canceled.
Why am I canceled?
Because you canceled.
Period.
Because you indecisive.
Whatever, nigga.
I'm canceling indecisive niggas.
All right, deuces.
Pierce, I fuck with you because you know it's the type of shit I need in my fucking life.
Real shit.
Do it
Real
yourself.
Shit. Period. Continuing.
Keep going
about it. Nigga, you want me INDEPENDENT? Do you know what that mean?
Independent.
Let me
stop.
I had a hard time wanting the song when I was younger because I was,
really?
Yeah, because like I was like, all right, how do you spell independent?
It did help when I was, on spelling tests and shit. That glamorous bananas, all that shit.
I still sing that song when I spell a banana.
Me too.
Me too. Yeah. This shit is bananas.
So
BANANAN.
How do you guys feel about? How did you guys watch The Last Dance last night?
I ain't watch it, but I thought y'all watched it. I was expecting y'all to catch me up on it, but I see Pierce said he didn't watch it, so
I just realized I could download ESPN on my PlayStation, so I watched the first 4 yesterday.
Period. You better come the fuck through.
Yeah.
You got that free trial, 7 days.
It's not even a free trial. Like I just downloaded the ESPN app, and then it was like, okay, now you can watch it. Like I don't have ESPN Plus, so like I got to pay for that. But just having ESPN, like it's there, I could watch them. I don't know. I thought I had to pay for it too, but clearly I don't. So yeah, I've been watching them. Super interesting though. I mean, like I'm a huge Bulls fan, a huge Michael Jordan fan, so it's just really cool to see like the behind the scenes, especially for that last championship run that they had. This is pretty cool to see, just to see the little insights, finding out shit that was happening that no one knew about, obviously, especially with the players and stuff like that. It's just cool to watch, And I'm actually glad that they're not just making it all about Michael Jordan. I mean, obviously Michael Jordan is one of the main
part.
Yeah, but like it would have been, I wouldn't, like, as much as I'm a fan of Michael Jordan, I wouldn't have wanted to see, especially since it's about the last championship run, like, and then they just focus on one player when so many people contributed and did this and that to it. It's like, all right, like I get, he's Michael Jordan, but like there's other people there too. So I'm glad that they're kind of spreading it around and kind of diving deep into different people and, shit going on with them instead of just Michael Jordan and all, because that's usually always what it is whenever it's like Bulls related. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like how they changed it up a little bit.
Yeah. It's there inside the documentary itself. There's so much behind the scene footage and there's so much like rawness. Sometimes you watch the documentary, you're like, is this real? Is this not real? Nah, you can kind of tell this shit is real because the stuff that's going on that's really behind the scenes. This is definitely stuff that you don't see like on a regular or even hear about. Like even the relationship between him and Jerry Krause, how they were dogging him the entire time, or just the realness and rawness of practice and the different things they talked about. Like they obviously run these interviews separate when they do the one-on-ones with people, when they do their cuts. So when they sat down with, like, for example, Horace Grant was accused of running his mouth to the media about secrets that were going on with the team. And then, he denies it. Of course, everyone else denies it, but then, everyone else says that he did it. So I'm not here to say who did it or who not, but it's just interesting to see the actual inner workings. And no one wants to see conflict, but it's good to see the insides, what made this team like that team. You know what I'm saying? Like that important piece of history of that entire decade that they created, to see how it was crafted, what was put behind it, the inner workings, that goes on within it, to me, is like super dope. It's one of the best documentaries I've ever watched. And even graphics wise, like ESPN, even with 30, I don't know, Vontrell, if you watch 30 for 30, Pierce, I know you have, but 30 for 30s have always had like the best graphics, the best stories, the best graphics, like everything. So everything on this editing wise is done perfectly. Absolutely perfect. One takeaway I saw was that a lot of people feel like Mike has a gambling problem. Mike Jordan does not have a gambling problem. According to him, Mike Jordan has a competition problem. He's always trying to compete. Have you guys ever pitched quarters?
No, I've never been into the dice. My brother, he shoot dice with the niggas and shit like that, and I've seen people, do that type of shit, like gamble and whatnot. It's just never caught my interest because my money can be spent on other things instead of gambling, in my opinion. So.
I don't know. Like I'll every now and then, something small and something just like fuck around with, but I'm not gonna be throwing like big money down on something.
Right. My mom said if I ever went to Vegas, she was like, gamble nothing more than $20 because just to try it. She said, you win, you don't, and that's just that. And I was like, period. So
pretty much, and you usually lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, it's like playing the lotto.
Yeah, but I mean,
I feel like that's a gamble.
How it could get addicting though, especially if you do win big at something. All right, now let me put.
Honestly though, like if I won big, like how big would you have to win to be like, okay, that's it, like I'm done? Like, because if I win big and I get like a few million, ooh, I'm disappearing. That's it, and I'll never be seen or heard from again. So. It just depends. I guess. What about y'all?
If I get a couple $100,000, I'm out, nigga. Not even. If I get like 20, or if I get $5,000 or $10,000, nigga, I'm
a couple $1,000. If I was that, I'd be like, all right, I'm not trying anymore.
I wouldn't push it, right? Like, why push it? Especially if you get something on the first try, why push it? Like, But some people don't know when to stop.
Exactly.
And I think
it's probably a pretty big rush too, winning like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, especially if it's up to chance. But him saying he has a competition problem and things like that. It just kind of clarifies, because they also said that his dad's murder was attributed to his gambling issues, and they haven't talked about that yet. I'm sure they will talk about it because they haven't talked about it.
Because it's like, how many more episodes is left? Because they said it was a 10-part, right?
4 more.
4 more? Oh yeah, because it was 5 and 6. I thought it was 7. Yeah,
nope,
5,
it is a 10-part documentary, and we are in episode 6 aired last night. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever else they have coming out, but they haven't covered his dad's death yet. I wonder what they're gonna do to kind of talk about that. He's talked about it so much, and I feel like he's tired of talking about it. But
my thing is like,
I mean, at some point,
you can compete and not gamble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to put money down to compete. You feel me? So like, it's like, I don't know. But I don't know the man's life. I don't know the man's life. And if I had money like that, like what's $100 on a game? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So
it was like Dennis Rodman was saying when he was giving the money to the homeless people and shit. I did see that because that was like clips and shit on YouTube and whatever. But yeah, he said, if I'm a millionaire now, what's $250?
Facts. And Mike was betting like little $20 bets with the security guards.
Yeah.
Like,
and that wasn't shit.
It's not, but it's just crazy to think about. It's definitely a competition thing, because if you're a multi-millionaire and you have like stupid amounts of money, why are you betting $20 with a security guard over some little shit? You know what I'm saying? But I think
you bet him $1,000 because the security guard only has $20 to bet, I'd imagine,
I feel you, but it's just like, damn, like you could have gone without making that bet, but it's not even about the money. It's about the principle behind it.
Pretty much.
Period.
So clearly he doesn't. But it doesn't mean he wants to lose.
Yeah, no. Oh, nobody wants to lose, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But it was really interesting to see. Let me see. Another part that I liked was the Dream Team thing. How, and again, they keep revisiting the thing about Isaiah Thomas, and that was kind of interesting to see as well. And it kind of shows you the paradigm of back in the day. These people really did not fuck with each other, and they don't like each other. Like, they're really real. Not saying that basketball players now should hate each other.
Well, I think it was Isaiah Thomas that they weren't really fucking with.
Yeah, no, nobody fucked with Isaiah Thomas at all. And I'm not gonna lie, for a while I thought it was a Mike thing, but nobody fucked with Isaiah Thomas. Magic didn't really, and no, Mike and Scotty definitely didn't. But to see that,
why? What was so wrong with him?
Isaiah Thomas apparently he's an asshole, like super duper asshole. Nobody really wanted to play with him. It could have.
You know what's crazy? People say that about Ellen DeGeneres. Like, she is the biggest bitch ever known to man. but she's portrayed to be so nice, but nobody really fucks with her for
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot more lately.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I never knew.
Right? She always comes off like super nice, and even like,
yes.
I don't like watch her like that, so I can't.
Me neither, but that's why I'm like, that's so random because I've been seeing so many stories, and then she went viral on Twitter. I don't know. I've been on Twitter a lot lately, and she went viral on Twitter like a few weeks ago because people were they had bad Ellen stories, and I'm like, the fact that people had enough stories for you to trend on Twitter, like. That's terrible. So I can believe Isaiah Thomas being an asshole or a dick.
Yeah,
I mean, there's plenty of videos out there of him of his shenanigans, especially if you got the team he played with, how they played, how they treat, So I mean, I could see it being easy to hate someone like that or not like him, and especially when you're at the dream team and the whole point of a team is to have chemistry. This and that. How are you going to bring someone on that nobody wants on? The chemistry isn't going to be there. You think they're going to forget about how, what happened in this game or how they treated him in this game or walking off the court. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to forget that. So, yeah, it makes sense. I'd rather want a team full of people that are, are competitors on the court but are friends off the court rather than someone who nobody likes just because he's a good player. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Plus, it was a fucking dream team. No one's going to beat them anyway with any point guard. Doesn't matter what point guard's on that team.
You take 5 people on that team, put them on any team, then no one's going to beat them, honestly.
So, I mean, I'm not really upset that I mean, granted, he should have been on the team because it was Isaiah Thomas, but why he wasn't on the team. And it probably was a good choice, They all think it was. So who am I going to sit here and say it wasn't? Clearly, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But I'm looking forward to the next couple parts of the documentary. Pierce, what else do you want to see? I don't know if you guys saw the trailer, but next they're going to talk about how Mike got kicked out of practice for punching Steve Kerr in the face. I think this time they're really going to talk about the competitive edge of it. And I think when we think of being competitive, and this will be our last point because we got to wrap up soon. But I think when we talk about being competitive, some people feel like if you're competitive and you're mean with it and like you're not being nice, you're just an asshole. But I think that's because everyone's kind of being soft. I think people really forget that when you're competitive with somebody, you want to beat them. It's not that you're a dick. You just want to win. And I feel like some people have a hard time separating that line.
I guess it depends on, because I agree with you too. Like, because I don't know, when I play sports, like I'm not really a dick. I'm just really quiet when I get into that mode. You know what I'm saying? So I guess
you're in the zone.
Exactly. Some people just handle it differently. I know some people take it out on their teammates, and start yelling. Some people decide to just be like, all right, I'm just going to do it myself since, they're not doing anything type of person. But no, I mean, I've never seen, I also think there's a clear line when you're just being an asshole and then but you're being competitive and that's what's making you act like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because whenever I'm playing sports and I'm seeing, situations play out where, someone's frustrated, and you got 2 people on the same team, talking, oh, you got to do this, blah, 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 blah. That is just them, that's just the competitiveness coming out of them. But if you got like one person on the team and he's just being an asshole to everybody, for no reason, it's like, all right, you're not even being competitive, you're just being a dick for no reason, So I guess I think there's a difference. And I don't think anybody ever confused Mike for being an asshole, like, especially when it comes to that. When it comes to basketball, outside, that's different, because there's plenty of stories of him being a dick, but when it comes to basketball, like, yeah, like, especially at that level, like, I wouldn't expect anything less than that competitiveness from the people I'm playing with. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the 90s Bulls, you should be just as competitive, or at least trying to be as competitive. You shouldn't just be, passive when it comes to shit like that. Like, no, like, I'm trying to fucking win, bro. Like, are you not trying to, And sometimes, tempers flare. Especially when you got 2 competitive people or a group of competitive people, like
and then your heart is in the game on top of that.
Exactly. Everyone is going to want to be that alpha dog. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have those spats, but that's what makes you stronger. And that's what makes you bond as a team. You feel me? But if everyone's just like, oh, no, you can take it. Then it's like, like I wouldn't want that on my team. Is all I'm trying to say. I would want everyone to want to be the best, but be able to work together to bring the best out of everybody. I wouldn't want someone to just be like, oh, like, I'll just sit back and let this person shine. Like, no, bro, like, if you can, like, you shouldn't want to be that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want to be the background character. For me, at least, unless that's your role. And if you play that role well, but boom, by all means, go crazy. But like, I don't know. I feel like everyone on the team should want to succeed just as bad as the next person on that team.
100%. Sorry, we got to cut it short this time, guys. You guys have any final thoughts?
I don't. If you are still under a protection order, sit your ass at home. Crunk ain't dead. Are y'all excited for any new music that's coming out that you feel is coming out? Like
I'm looking forward to Kehlani's album. I never listened to Kehlani. Well, I know I listened to the last.
Kehlani.
I listened to the last little EP she put out. And I thought that was pretty decent.
Yeah, that's cute for you, even though she been that bitch. But that's cute for you.
Coda the Friend has an album coming out. I am so looking forward to that.
Yeah, he's got some nice ass music.
He is fire, bro.
It's the shit you want to listen to in the summertime when you just kick back.
Yes,
I feel it.
That is like right up my lane. Let me see. TDE's been dropping. I can't wait to see what else TDE's gonna do. I don't think we're gonna get a Kendrick album. If we don't get a Kendrick album by the end of this year, it's gonna come like March of next year. That's my plan.
Everything has been postponed, so
no, you can still release music. So
yeah, you can, but a lot of people want people to be in the moment. So
to be what?
In the moment.
True.
Yeah, they want to vibe out with them and rage.
Yeah. What about you, music wise?
I'm excited for Gaga whenever she decided to release that. I never know if I'm getting something from Beyonce, but that's that. Nicki Minaj dumped on Doja's Say So. That was dope. I know y'all heard the Savage remix already. We already kind of discussed that, but y'all know.
You have everyone at work saying it.
I know, period, because it was an announcement, and then after I announced it, I clocked the fuck out because it was time to go. And what's crazy is I was talking to someone from Medico, and when I got a notification from Tidal, and I saw Beyonce's name, I said, whole conversation stopped, lost train of thought, and I know that's kind of rude, so I do apologize to that person, but it was done. It was it.
Pierce,
he
literally went up and down the job. Announcement. Everybody stop.
Feel me. And I said,
I thought it was something.
Motherfuckers was gonna feel me.
What was
the announcement was that Beyonce came out with a song with Megan Thee Stallion. He literally said, I know, right? He literally said, that's right. We didn't have that discussion.
Period.
Right? Don't you?
I'm looking forward to Alicia Keys.
Because that girl on fire.
Straight up. But damn, I forgot y'all got smoke.
We don't have smoke because I told Pierce I ain't give a fuck what he had to say then, and I don't give a fuck what he got to say now. That's all. And that's it.
All I know is that I have the correct opinion on the subject.
You have the correct opinion according to who? Who deemed your opinion the opinion?
And the people the
people who are who? The people who are the people, because the people are listening to it. The people are dancing to it. The people are TikToking to it. So, and all the benefits of the song are going to release for Houston, Texas. That's pretty fucking dope.
Hold on.
Not a
Hold on. Guys, hold on. If you're going to do this, we're not in person. We're online. So it's going to sound bad if you overtalk each other. So, Pierce, go first.
First of all, TikTok is not a way to gauge how good a song is. Everyone can.
No, it's not. It's not. But the contents of the song, you have to keep in mind, it's just the contents.
It's Pierce's.
I heard she mentioned OnlyFans and Demon Time, so everyone's like, no, she doesn't.
Pierce, wait. You still haven't listened to the song? Shut up.
No.
Pierce, you haven't listened to the song?
No.
Oh, wow.
I've heard her part. I haven't listened to the song though.
Damn, I was ready to set up this debate and everything, dog. I can't talk because I'll be missing out on shit all the time.
All I'm saying is, and my point still stands, if I had to pick an R&B singer to rap on my song, I'm taking Rihanna over Beyonce every day of the week. And that is the correct answer to that question.
Interesting.
Hips tick-tock when I dance. On my demon time, she might start on OnlyFans. You want me to continue?
No, because I have to go. Social medias, guys, please.
Oh, shit.
P-Bugs on everything. PB00GS. I'm out there. Just find me somewhere. Find me on Tumblr.
Tumblr.
I don't use it.
Oh wow! Y'all figure that out.
It's out there if y'all want it.
Make sure y'all do that Apple Music too.
Whole time.
Period. Whole time. Fuck.
I got big updates for my playlist too. So if you know,
Hey,
check it out.
All right, Vontrell.
Y'all already know who it is. He just said my name. It's Vontrellduh. All platforms, you know. Do what you do. Subscribe, like. I would tell you to comment, but don't, because I'm not gonna comment back. So do everything else but that. Love you. It's Vontrell. Duh.
Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. YouTube, ISD and School Detention. And ISD and School Detention on all your podcast platforms, guys. Just dropped the part 2 with Ken Marie. We went for about 3.5 hours, guys. Please go check that out. And we got more content coming up on YouTube this week, guys. So please stay tuned.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great week. Please be safe.
Peace.
Gang.